And Israel is all set to open the crucial Rafah crossing between Gaza Strip and Egypt on Sunday. The reopening, which comes after 2 years, will be limited in nature and allow only pedestrian traffic from both sides with security clearance. A statement issued by COGAT, an Israeli Defense Ministry body overseeing the occupied Palestinian territories, read that the entry and exit would be permitted in coordination with Egypt. It further said that this will require prior security clearance of individuals by Israel and a supervision of the European Union mission, similar to the mechanism which was implemented in January 2025. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had agreed to open the crossing after months of urging from the UN, humanitarian organizations and ordinary Palestinians, but only after meeting with US delegation. He had expressed unwillingness to reopen the gateway until receiving the remains of Ran Guili, the last hostage who was held in Gaza and who was recovered earlier this week and laid to rest. The crossing, situated on the territory's southern border with Egypt, is the only route in and out of Gaza that does not pass through Israel. It lies in territory held by Israeli forces since their pullback behind the so-called Yellow Line under the terms of the ceasefire deal. Meanwhile, IDF launched a wave of airstrikes in southern Lebanon, targeting what it described as Hezbollah infrastructure and heavy machinery. IDF said that the earth-moving equipment was being used to rebuild the terror infrastructure in the Marzat al-Dawoudi area. In the meantime, Trump administration has approved the sale of new series of arms sales to Israel totaling $6.67 billion and to Saudi Arabia worth $9 billion. The State Department announced the sales to America's allies in West Asia as tensions rise in the region over the possibility of US military strikes on Iran. The arms sold to Israel was split into 4 separate packages, including 30 Apache attack helicopters with related weapons and 3,250 light tactical vehicles, which would be used to move personnel and logistics. Under the deal, Israel will spend an additional $740 million on power packs for armored personnel carriers it has had in service since 2008, while around $150 million will be spent on an unreported number of light utility helicopters. Democrats, on the other hand, have accused the Trump administration of rushing to announce the deals for Israel in a way that would disregard congressional oversight and also years of standing practice. The U.S. also announced the sale of 730 Patriot missiles and related equipment to Saudi Arabia, worth $9 billion. The State Department said that the sale would improve the security of a major non-NATO ally that is a force for potential stability and economic progress in the Gulf region. The US-Saudi arms deal was announced after Saudi Defense Minister Khalid bin Salman met with top Trump administration officials, Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth in Washington, D.C. According to an Axios report, the Saudi Defense Minister also warned US against hollow threats to Iran. In a private briefing, Salman said that if President Trump doesn't follow through on his threats against Iran, the regime will end up becoming stronger. Now, this is contrary to the public statement from Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who had expressed deep concern, cautioning any escalation against Tehran.